Hi everyone, I'm Yvonne Fish, your instructor for this course. It's either Math 141 or Math 99. They're similar layouts, so this one is Math 141, it happens to be. And I'm in the student view, and I just wanted to take a few minutes. I'm going to try to keep this really short. If you want to have more details, or I might make a more detailed video later, if you're struggling with anything, let me know if you have questions. So to start off, you're going to pop into your course. When you hit your course, you'll end up on your home page. You'll see the most recent 2 announcements, and then you'll have all your modules below here. And for now, we just have week 0 and the beginning of week 1A. I'll be adding some stuff and get the first couple weeks open by the end of this week, hopefully, so you can get going in it. But there really is no need to start before Monday the 21st. So here is the week 0. You're going to click on this first link to get going and just read through the material. It's actually the same thing I emailed to you and what you see in an announcement, but it's just there making sure everybody sees it. And you're going to mark done. If you haven't done that already, you would want to do that. And then in the lower right, let's move my face over there, click next, takes you to the next page. So you're just going to work through the modules in this fashion, just kind of read through stuff, make sure you're understanding it. When you hit your syllabus, you'll see that it's very similar. It's just the same content, but in a contract between you and I. Again, you're going to mark done up there and then click next. That's all written there. Materials, this is why I want to get this out there so you can get your open source materials and download them. You can also order if you want. I think it says fastest delivery September 18th, but that's not free. You do not need this book, even probably in the first week or so. You have it all online, so don't do that. Just do the regular free delivery. If you even want the print book, you don't need that. But this is where you'll also get the e-text. You can choose to get it in your Kindle or using a Kindle app, which is nice. But I've also, look here, you have a free online version. The 99 course is the same way. That's just algebra. And then you also have a PDF. I also embed each section into each assignment. When I want you to read it, it goes along with the video lessons. You kind of skim through the book first, or you might want to read it in a lot of detail, or go back and reference it in more detail, but you don't have to have the print materials. You can just do that section by section through your modules. They're just all set up that way. Read, watch video, take notes, submit, and then you're going to get into your homework. You're going to do some paper practice. You're going to take a quiz every couple of sections, and then you're going to have a test every few sections, and then you will have a proctored midterm and final. So additional materials, it's really great to have a regular calculator. Your software for this course, for the math software, is all free as well. It's all integrated into Canvas. This kind of works out really nicely. Make sure you have a scanner or a smartphone or something that you can submit PDF files. It just works so much better for grading and things. So most of the time I need to have that because I put it in an app. I like to write on it if I'm going to collect like homework and stuff and give you feedback. Plus it opens much nicer. It's all uniform. So just keep doing the task that's asked. Sometimes you have to click done. Sometimes you're reading, just reading it and viewing the page, and so on and so forth. A couple of things to point out here. Don't use just the Canvas app. It's like good for quick checks. A phone isn't going to work all the time, but it can work some of the time. But again, everything will be really small and hard to see, especially with the math software. Another thing to think about, a printer, like when you want to print stuff out, that's helpful. And Chrome and Firefox work best. The Safari will block you sometimes. It has a blocker in there. for the electronic homework. So if you're struggling with that, then switch to Chrome or Firefox. If the book looks distorted and you're in Safari or Explorer or something like that, then switch to Chrome. Chrome is usually really good overall. Here's some supports for you. Setting notifications. I like you to comment in the Gradebooks comments. If you have a question with a submission, don't just write a question in the submission itself, because I won't see it until I grade. But if you write in the comments, I get it emailed and I can reply to you right away. So have your settings so that you get my reply, or commit to check them, whatever you want to do. Let's see what else. Grading. This will all be in your syllabus as well, but a couple of things to point out. Everything except the electronic MyOpenMath homework has a 3-day grace period, and then after that it's a 0, but you can get a couple of extensions. You just have to ask for them, but I would do it on bigger ticket things. If you are working in the electronic homework, you get a 2% deduction per calendar day late. That's just how it works to keep you on track. This is the way the system is kind of set up too. And then again, read through this, click next. And then here's about the MyOpenMath. And then you can click here and you can, I had already kind of done a demo with this and tested it out. So now I can resume. So you can end, you know, as long as you are saving stuff, or it should auto save, like as long as I go through. But if you, when you want to submit, like it'll submit and it'll say, you haven't changed since your last submission. Or you can even just jump to the answer. And if you do that, you'll see what the answers are right here. But, see. This is right here, the answers with the key. Okay, so you can kind of test that out if you're not sure. But then you have to get a new question if you want to redo that and get full credit. Try a similar question. All right, so make sure you do that, and then you can, you know, just move on through the questions. You can see kind of like the scope of them. There's 12 questions. For this one, in order to move on, you have to submit the assessment. So I have to submit something to, you know, get through that one. But it's not letting me right now. Let's see, done. So I think you need to finish the whole thing on that one to get through. So sometimes I want you to do that. Sometimes I'll just say mark as done. But for this one, I think I might actually change it to mark as done for you. And then we're going to go back out here, and you can see that you've got all your check marks and that you're done. Usually the things that I sequence to submit and then that you have to submit before you can move on is when I'm releasing solutions to you. So some of the homeworks, like homework, you submit your homework as long as you're about 80%, you know, done with it. You don't have to do every single little tidbit, but you're checking your answers and then you're submitting your steps. And that all your work is shown and you've done good effort, you should get the full points or close to it. Sometimes it's just like a 90%. And then you get the solutions or selected solutions at any rate. So that's why you have to submit, so that you can't just kind of go on and skip it and get the answers and then write them out in a tournament. So you can see here where these things are blocked, they're grayed out, but you can see, and then once you get through that sequencing, you'll get access to those, okay? And I'll be putting up more things like your syllabus. So if you're waiting for that, probably that Wednesday, and there'll be a syllabus quiz and an introductions discussion board. Here's some remote learning support things, some extra credit opportunities, and I'll probably add another thing to that, like Zoom help sessions with me or something like that. And then also here's just some review and other resources, so you might want to just check those out. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be adding into this, like I said, and you can get a jump start if you so choose. So have a great day.